John, that's a fantastic track, the big one, Falling in Love.
Yeah, it's a great catchy song, a song that I heard on my many visits to America, and I fell in love with the song and recorded it, and it's doing good for us.
Yeah, it's a lively one.
It is very, very lively, and works well at the live audience as well, in the live shows.
Well, John, you're very welcome to A Little Bit of Ireland, and thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy schedule.
My pleasure, and thank you for having us here.
And it's a dreadful day here, as you know, but never mind. You look very smart indeed. You've turned out very well for us.
It's dry in here.
That's great. And Bob got you here on time, so fair play to Bob.
Yes.
That's grand. Well, listen, John, how long have you been singing now?
Just about 5 years we've been on the road with the band professionally, but before that I did some bits of singing at home, and I trained as a chef as well, so I'm singing professionally for 5 years. And
well, that's something we have in common, because I trained in hotel and catering for 18 years, so
yeah,
that's a good start.
We never go hungry.
No, there's no money in it though.
No.
That's the problem. And of course, when I left catering, singing was what I did as well, so
yeah,
it's great. But 5 years, fantastic. You're doing marvellous. For 5 years on the business, you really have made some headway, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. Thank God. I think it's important to have a good team around you as well, which I'm very lucky to have.
Bob Condon and Harmony Music Management.
Yeah, and we have a great band and a road manager as well back at home, and they all work so hard, and they're so positive about their work as well, and so
yeah,
it works.
So your entrance into the music business then, was it some charity shows or competitions, or some people, that's the sort of thing they would do? How did you come into it?
Yeah, just in a few spots and concerts and shows throughout Ireland and England as well, and my good friend Daniel O'Donnell, who's who we all know, invited me on stage a few times, and it's probably all thanks to him that I'm on the stage and on the road as well, because he got me the manager and helped me get on the road, and it's all thanks to himself and Margot for helping me.
Did you find it difficult when you first started?
Yeah, very difficult, and to know how to go about getting on the road as well is very difficult, knowing what to do and what not to do as well.
Yeah.
And they're the people that has done it and are doing it still. They're very good to give advice and help. And
the business is a minefield, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You're learning something every day.
Yeah. Are you originally from Derry?
Derry in Northern Ireland. Yeah, a small place called Foreglen.
Okay.
And Mummy and Daddy's back there, and I have 9 sisters and 5 brothers over there as well.
9 sisters.
15 of us all together.
Are there anybody else in the family who are musically gifted?
My younger brother sings, and I have a few sisters sings, not as a profession, but just as a hobby and a party piece, I suppose, back at home. But I'm the one flying the musical flag of the house.
Now, the business, it's a tough business, but one of the most important things, I think, for any artist is to have a very good band behind them, and that's something that you do have.
Yeah, we're very fortunate, again, to have good musicians, and not just good musicians, good people to work with as well. They're so easy to get on with, which is vitally important when you're spending so much time with them. They become your family on the road.
Yeah.
You're with them more than you're with their family, so I'm lucky to have a good team.
Okay, now I know over the last few years you've built up a massive fan base, haven't you?
Yeah,
have you somebody looking after that?
Well, we have people here in the UK and people working for us throughout the country as well, and it's taken off for us in England and America as well. We go back and forward there as well, so I think again it's all thanks to Daniel, because he launched me on the stage at the Kincashla Festival, and from then
that was a great boost for you.
Yeah, really things have taken off, and then a lot of people got to know about us and hear about the name. And for my last album, Someone Like You, the recent album, it's Daniel come on and done a duet with me as well, and Margot did, and Louise Morrissey. So
the cream of Irish country music.
Yeah, it's such an honour to perform with those people, and those people are the people that I admired and went to see when I was a kid as well. So
yeah, John, how many albums have you have to date now?
5, would you believe? 5 albums and a DVD.
In 5
as
years.
Well.
That's some work, isn't it?
It's a lot of work, because most singers kind of record an album every 2-3 years, but we've been doing one every year. So
all doing very, very well in their own right, aren't they?
They are, and we're working on a new one as well, going to be out in the springtime. It's going to be a love song, so we're getting very romantic in my old age.
Good man, good man. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, so that'll be interesting as well, something different.
Yeah, and of course you have a massive lady followership as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that neither. But so in terms of the albums, how long would you actually spend recording an album?
It depends. Some of the albums, the last album was very easy to record, because it's all songs on the album that I like to perform throughout the years, and it was like songs like After All These Years was a song that I sung at my mother and father's wedding anniversary. So a lot of the songs on this album were songs that I had performed in the past, so they were quite easy to record. But for the next album now, there's a lot of songs that I've written, and I want to do arrangements for them, and songs that we haven't performed before, so that'll be more time consuming.
And more exciting as well, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, absolutely.
Seeing some of your own work coming out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see and get the response and the feedback from how they're doing. So.
Yeah. Now, as I said, the dance scene in Ireland, of course, is very, very big, isn't it? And you're pulling some really impressive crowds to your dances, aren't you?
We are, and it's great to see a good mix as well of young and mature people, more mature people as well. That's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah.
More mature.
Definitely.
And more mature.
I'd fall into that category, I think.
But it's great to see it, and it's great to see the young people coming out to keep the country music alive, because
it's great.
It's very popular at the moment. A few years back, I remember walking up the road and you could hear cars going by and it'd be all bang bang music, as I call it. But now it's country music, and it's great to hear that.
It's very in, isn't it? It's very cool at the moment.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
And even with the younger end, as you say.
Yeah, it's great. It's great because they are the future of the music. So please God, they'll keep it alive.
Now, a recent single you've just released, a very impressive song, Deck of Cards.
Yes,
this is a massive success for you at the moment, isn't it?
Something totally different, and I'll tell you how it came about as well, Richard. I was out one night at a show here in the UK, and there was a lady in the audience, and her son was coming back to Afghanistan as a soldier. And she said, each time he goes away, you're saying your goodbyes. You know, you never know if he's going to be home for Christmas or home at all at any stage of the year. And she said, it's like saying your last goodbyes. It really struck a chord in me. I said, God, I never even thought about it like that before. So I went away and did some research and come up with the song, The Deck of Cards. And it paints a beautiful picture and tells a lovely story of what it must be like for the servicemen and women in the front line as well when they're out at war, because all they do have is their faith. They don't have their family or their friends. It's just their faith that gets them through each day, you know. So it's a beautiful video and a lovely, lovely story.
John, that was a great production. Tell me a bit about where you recorded that.
Yeah, we did that in an army camp back home in Ireland, you know, and some of it was staged as well to make it look like parts of army things, but it was all filmed in Ireland, and we had a great video team as well and a great production team working on that too. So I think it's important to do it and get it right, you know.
Yeah, it was very, very good, very impressive,
measures.
really. Yeah, and it's, as you say, it's doing very, very well.
Yeah, it is. It's on. Somebody put it on YouTube, and it's getting loads and loads of hits on there as well. So that's a big plus for us as well.
Yeah. Now, we're going to talk about the new album you have just released. Tell me a bit about this new album.
Yeah, again, this album here's all songs that I like to perform. There's a few songs on there that my mother and father like, and of course Daniel O'Donnell's duetting with me on Bye Bye Love, and Margot on a song, The Last One to Touch Me, and Louise Morrissey as well features on there. There's a bit of rock and roll, there's big ballads, there's songs from musicals.
Something for everybody on there, isn't it?
A combination of everything. I'm not too sure what category we put it in. This is probably middle of the road stroke country. So
okay. What I like about you as an artist is the amount of quality production that goes in, not just to the albums, but obviously your DVD, which we'll talk about in a second, but quality from start to finish.
Yeah, I think it probably comes from being a chef as well, being so pernickety and so precise with everything, you know. And
very important, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's important to have everything right, because even from the packaging as well, I think it's important. That's what people see. It's when you're buying a cake, you see the wrapper before you eat the cake, so you want everything to look appealing before you even see it, you know. So
this is this now released?
This is now in all good record shops.
All good record stores,
in the UK and Ireland as well, and available on the website as well, which is johnmcnicholl.com.
johnmcnicholl.com. Lovely. The fan club, who's looking after that?
Yeah, again, through the website as well, we have links to that and links to our shop and all the details of tours that we're doing as well. We're doing tours to
and that's all
Nashville
on the website?
All the website. All the website.
That's brilliant. John, what's for the future?
Well, just continuing hopefully doing what I'm doing as well and enjoying it. If I enjoy it as much this time next year as I am this year, I'll be a happy man. But I really am enjoying it, and thanks to all the people that come to support us at the shows in Ireland and UK and far beyond as well. I know your show goes out to many countries as well, and getting very popular as well.
Very popular, thank God.
We hear great reviews all over the world.
They tell me I'm a household name now. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nearly as popular as Daz washing powder, apparently.
People in America are tuned in as well, I think, as well. So it's great. It makes the world a small place and brings their music to places we may never get to. So it's great.
There's one sure thing anyway with the bowl man behind you, Bob Condon, and Harmony Music Management, and yourself together. There's a clear direction, isn't there? All the way.
Absolutely.
Up.
Please God.
Yeah. John McNicholl, thank you very much indeed for taking the time out to come to us. I know that you've come out of your way with your busy schedule. We appreciate what you've done, and we thank you so much for being with us. Listen, may I wish you and your family, and Bob Condon and his family, a very happy Christmas.
And many happy returns.
And a prosperous new year to you all. Please keep in touch with us and let us know what's happening for your career. We want to know all what's happening. And in the meantime, John McNicholl, thank you so much.
Thank you. Many happy returns.